What is up, gamers? Welcome back to another gaming food review, starring me, Java Hav. Welcome back. Hope you all enjoy the first episode of Metroid Prime. Today, we are reviewing another game, another banger. So I know we said we'd do some good, maybe some bad. We're doing another good one today, in my opinion. Again, premise of gaming food review: I eat food, my lunch, and/or dinner, while I talk about a game. It's not very analytical, not very critical, but it's my POV. It's gonna be a fun time. Today, well, you can already guess the game, and I already said it, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. The food I have is a little bit of a homage, to say, to the Blue Hedgehog himself. Today, we're doing a home-cooked meal. We got chili dogs with some chili, some cheese, and some onion. Right on a bun. Look at that, baby. Look at that. Let me see if I can get it closer without making too much of a mess. Ooh. We're going to take a bite. We're going to start our review. It is canned chili, Hormel, but it is the best canned chili. No beans. Okay. I'm a fan of beans in my chili, but for a chili dog, you get the protein in the beef and the chili already. Oh, dude, it's busting already. I gotta take another bite. Call me the glizzy gobbler, but I'm chowing this down. Okay. So, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Well, we're skipping 1, 2, and CD because Sonic 3 and Knuckles is my personal favorite 2D Sonic game. Sonic Colors does not count. Lamau. But why do I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Well, I'm a big fan of any platformer. Platformers are great. Platformers are good. Sonic 2 is really good. Sonic 1 is okay. So, with Sonic games, and I personally feel that a lot of ridicule for Sonic games come from people not understanding the controls. But since the very beginning, I feel the appeal of a Sonic game was mastering the controls. Now, Green Hill Zone, Act 1, Sonic 1, fantastic level. You get the sense of speed, the rolling hills, you get to learn of how Sonic controls and moves. I don't believe the spin dash was in Sonic 1 OG, but in Origins and future games, they put the spin dash in it. And you can tell, because sometimes it breaks the game, especially Origins drop dash, kind of broken in Sonic 1. But the main essence of mastering those physics and controls of Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic 1, it's not there almost for the rest of the game, in my opinion. You have Labyrinth Zone, you have even just the second zone, which I can't think off the top of my head. It's very slower paced, which is fine. There's platformers where you hold right, that's great, and then you got a platform. But it just feels like Sonic 1 and a little bit of 2, not much in 2 though. 2 is very good. Had the essence of just waiting and slow paced platforming when Sonic was all about being fast and speedy, which is perfectly represented in Green Hill Zone. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, okay, Sonic 3 and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We're doing the and Knuckles piece because that's the full complete game. Every level is banger after banger. You get those moments of high speed, just hold right, let Sonic fly, see his cute little animation of his feet spinning. Then you got stuff that you pause, like Carnival Night Zone, where you're actually platforming, you take it slow, take it neat, but, if you master the controls, if you know what you're doing, you can blaze through these levels without weird screen wrapping, garbage shit like that. Now, most platformers don't have a great story, but we do get introduced to a new character this time. Why don't I say 2 new characters? Knuckles, the Echidna, Guardian of Angel Island, and the Master Emerald. Who the premise is he gets tricked by Eggman into thinking that Sonic is the villain, but Eggman really is, but he gets tricked. saying that, oh, there's some guy coming in to take the emeralds, but Eggman's really the guy who's going to take them. So the game starts with, you know, Tails and Sonic flying to Angel Island. Sonic goes supersonic. Knuckles punches the lights out of him, makes him lose the emeralds in Supersonic, which is crazy, because Knuckles is just that guy. And then boom, you're in Angel Island zone. So the story is, you know, get your emeralds back, stop, we don't know Eggman's there yet, but stop Eggman, and go from there. You know, level after level, banger after banger. But with the beginning of the game, you don't really know. You gotta have to look it up, or maybe probably read the manual. First time I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles with Sonic Mega Collection, I had no manual, alright? Maybe there's some story in there, I don't know. I didn't look it up prior to this because this is off, again, my experience of playing the game. But, you start off in Angel Island Zone, which is beautiful. The music, banging, bumping. The music in Sonic 3 is so good, dude. There's definitely MJ in there somewhere. Michael Jackson. He's mixed in, sprinkled in. He is or he isn't. I don't know. There's theories. There's not. There's proof. There's not. He's cooking. So someone's pounding away on that, you know, chiptune 8/16-bit hardware shit. Ugh. Someone had to compose it, and they nailed it. Angel Island. You can tell that it has not been touched by humans. Very just lush green, very just wildlife. You do see some robots here and there. Clearly something has, Eggman's robots, infiltrated this island and put up a defense to it. But just not touched by man, you know? It's very, very natural. That's the word I was looking for. But then, later in Act 1, Act 2, the fire, it lights the whole place on fire. Shit ton of those little robots appear. And just Act 2, mass chaos everywhere. Obviously, Sonic, who we have known to, loves nature. He protects nature. Sonic 1, saving the Flickies, saving the birds from the robots trapped inside. Sonic 2, same thing. So this, you know, was a motivator for Sonic to, you know, find out what's going on, who's behind this. Probably Eggman. We get done Act 1, Act 2. We see Eggman's, you know, in his big fire thing. But then we see this Knuckles guy, after you beat Eggman, press a switch and drop your ass down below into Hydro City, whatever you want to call it, you know. Where, you know, banger track, of course, so good, Hydrocity, however you say it. What I like about that is the aesthetic of that level, and also backtracking a bit, and this can be seen in all the other levels. I love the segue between the levels. It's not just screen fade to black, boom, you're in next zone like Sonic 1. There's a story element to going into each level. You see, like, the ship from Flying Battery, you hop on it. You get dunked into Hydro City, and then it's like, boom, you're in. This is how you got to the next area. You went down the waterfall into Hydro City. Tails picks you up and flies you, drops you off in the next level. Or you get launched out of a cannon onto a freaking snowboard into Ice Cap Zone. Hello! Ice Cap Zone is a banger, coincidentally playing right now, but it's a banger as well. It's so good. It's so good. The transitions between each one makes it really feel like a story this time, or you get some sense of, not necessarily dialogue, but a sense of, you know, wonderment and excitement of, oh, this is how I got to the next level, if you cared about that in the first place. Got Hydro City, got Marble Garden, Carnival Night, Ice Cap, all just bangers after bangers. One thing I love about Hydro City is the architectural background and just the whole vibe of the stage. It's just like some place that just doesn't feel like you should be there, but you're there. It almost feels like very ancient, so to say. Although we will get to ancient later once you get to Ann Knuckles. Then you get to, you know, launch base zone. You know, go, 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 go. You know, fucking the sample to the music is so good in this game. Don't listen to the Origin soundtrack though, because you know there's copyright shit, I think. But the OG Sonic 3 and Knuckles, banger soundtrack. And then go to launch base. You see that the Death Egg being built, which is awesome, because in Sonic 2, your Death Egg zone was a hallway, and you saw Mecha Sonic Mark II, whatever it is, or the silver metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic, and it's just like that was it. That was your Death Egg zone. But this time in launch base zone, you see it taken off in the background, which is sick. And it's like leading up to the point where you get into Eggman's thing and you fly up there, and then you fight Big Arm or Big Hands, whatever his name is. Bitch can catch these hands, because it's also a banging soundtrack on that one too. And I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna backpedal here. Hydro City is one of those zones where it's like super fast, but then also super slow. Okay, you got like the big slides that you slide down into the water, where if you keep holding right, you can shoot out of the water. If you're not ready for it, you're stuck in the water and you're kind of taking it slow. Sonic 3 does a really good job of that Sonic element of the top path being the fastest, the bottom path typically being the most platformy and slowest. But you got to be good at the game to stay on the top path, get to the top path, but also stay up there. So there's a lot of ways you can play these Sonic games. You can like go for points, which doesn't really matter too much in my opinion. You can go for the fastest time. You can go for the exploration, getting the emeralds for a true ending. Get blue balls. I love that minigame. Okay, I love get blue spheres. All right. People hate it. It is vomit inducing. However, if you are the player, it is fun, dude. That's my favorite bonus special minigame. The Mania one is pretty good, but that one's goated. Get blue balls, get blue spheres. Oh, it's so good. And the soundtrack to that one, bumping as well. Going back, so we see the Death Egg, we fight Big Hands, Big Arms, and then that's it. That's the end of Sonic 3. Let me just go purchase this and Knuckles cartridge, okay? Because if we're being honest, Knuckles, who chuckles, we never really got to see his ending at all in Sonic 3. He was just there being a dickhead, you know? One of Eggman's goons, so to say. Now, you pop in and Knuckles, you get like 7 more levels, okay? You get Mushroom Hill, Flying Battery, Sandopolis, Lava Reef. It's all so good, okay? Now, and Knuckles really ties this thing up into a bow. Okay, the first 6, great levels, good design. The rest, you get to play as Knuckles now, which is cool if you want to. And you also get to see his perspective, his story. It's so cool that you can see Sonic and Tails, how they enter the Mushroom Hill Zone versus how Knuckles enters Mushroom Hill Zone. It's the same level, but they enter through different points. And it's a cool introduction of how Knuckles works different than Sonic, where Knuckles can break down the walls because that's where his home is, and like escape and leave, like where his adventure starts. Super cool. You get the 2 different POVs, point of views of what's going on. So Mushroom Hill, banger track. It's so good. You know, you chase after the big ship at the end. You hop on the ship, Flying Battery Zone, banger level. You got the things that spin you down. You got the things that spin you up. You go inside, outside the ship. Super cool. You got to know to stand still at one point where the thing will go and like break up a hole. Who would have figured that out? I did, but you know, me dicking around launch base or Flying Battery forever. How did I know that? You know, who knew that? Then you get to Sandopolis, great level 2. This is one of the slower paced levels, kind of, but the sand streams that you can slide down really pick up the pace, and with the ghosts, it really creates a sense of urgency and timing. That makes the level kind of fun and more engaging. The environments in each level are cool. You have a lot of, again, nature. Not very mechanical, like, man-made levels besides, like, Launch Base and Death Egg. I guess Carnival Night Zone 2, but what Sonic game didn't have a Carnival Night or lottery mode, you know? Bingo. Okay, casino shit, you know? I think they had a trended one to keep to it. Then you get to Lava Reef. Oh my god, dude. Lava Reef Zone is so sick. So, Act 1, it's red. The background's red, it's orange, it's hot lava everywhere. You are in the thick of it. Lava Reef Zone Act 2, which you're hearing right now, coincidentally. Look how good my playlist is with timing. You slow things down a bit, you know. You are not in the hot, fiery pits. You're in the under, like, below that almost, where the crystals are and the gems. And it's a very eerie sense that you get versus the hot top beat of Lava Reef 1. There's, like, in Lava Reef 2, it's, like, foreshadowing. It's ominous. It's wonderment. It's like a surprise of what's coming up next, because this is such a different contrast between Act 1 and Act 2. Like, something's coming, something's building up. It is one of those zones where it's like, it's crazy the difference between Act 1 and Act 2. I mean, like, with Angel Island, yeah, the whole place sets ablaze, but, like, Hydro City 1, 2, it's just, like, another part of Hydro City. Sandopolis 1, 2, I guess you're outside the pyramid, inside the pyramid. In the desert. Flying Battery, you're just like in the sky still. But this one, it really feels different. Lava Reef Act 1 versus Lava Reef Act 2. Then you get to the end where you fight Eggman. Then you're in Hidden Palace Zone, which is where you see if you got all the emeralds to get Hypersonic. And it leads up to a culmination or a climax between Knuckles and Sonic where they fight each other. While they are fighting, they're in front of a mural. And the mural showing how there's the final boss of Doomsday and a blue figure that is glowing yellow that's fighting it. And the Doomsday thing mural you see has the Master Emerald. This gets you a sense of, oh, the Echidnas knew, or they had a prophecy that this day would come, that something would take the Master Emerald and something would fight against it. It took Knuckles so long to see that Eggman was the villain, and it took us beating Knuckles' ass, knocking some sense into him in the Hidden Palace Zone to really get to the point that Sonic is the hero. Sonic is the person that we need to save Angel Island. So you and Knuckles duke it out, and then we see that Eggman has actually taken the Master Emerald, and Knuckles tries to take it back, but he fails. Now, after all the harshness of Knuckles dumping your ass, being annoying, he tells you to come along, and you bust down a door in the Hidden Palace Zone to a red orb that takes you to my personal favorite soundtrack, which you're hearing right now in Sky Sanctuary Zone. Sky Sanctuary is freaking amazing. The one thing I love the most about it is the music. It's so heroic, so triumphant. The three of you, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, working together, where you see him jump across, press a button, open up the bridge, and you guys are working together to scale to the top of this thing. Okay, Sky Sanctuary, you are in the sky. One thing that you want to consider also is the music. The music is so good. I even took the liberty of getting a piece of the musical score here. Okay. It is the highest notes in the game are on this staff sheet, on the score sheet. Flying Battery is also very high, hence we're in the sky. But notice the use of 6 ledger lines here at this point during the song. You hear like the the music notes are up there. You're up there. You're chasing after Eggman to the sky using this sanctuary that was probably known for years, or that the Echidna built, that it floats somehow. But you're utilizing that, and Knuckles needs your help to get that Master Emerald back. And Knuckles knows this too, based on the mural. Knuckles doesn't ascend all the way to the top to fight Eggman. Sonic does. Okay? Knuckles hangs back and fights Mecha Sonic Mark II, whatever his name is, the blue one, that can actually turn supersonic. Knuckles dukes it out with him because he's a big threat. He can mess things up. So Knuckles stays behind because he knows the prophecy of the Echidnas that was written or seen years ago, that Sonic's got to be the one to take the Master Emerald back and save Angel Island. So Knuckles' story ends fighting Mecha Sonic. Sonic's got 2 more levels left while Knuckles ends there. Sonic heads to the Death Egg Zone. Finally, we get to see this. Also, I'm going to backpedal again. When you're going in Hidden Palace and Lava Reef Zone, you can see the Death Egg's face as it crashes, like in the Sonic Knuckles title screen, because you beat it in Sonic 3. But then you see the face in the world, like in the upper part of the cave in the background, but then it lights up and goes up. Like, your venture's not over, dude. And then at least the Sky Sanctuary, the Ascension, you refight like the first bosses of Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 almost with Mecha Sonic, and duke it out with him as well. But now it's Death Egg Zone. The grunge, the electronic beat, the fucking lightning roller coasters is freaking crazy too. What we got in Sonic 2 was a hallway of you fighting gray metal Sonic, Mecha Sonic, and then going to fight Eggman and the Egg Robot. This is a whole level, a whole ass stage, okay? And it's fun. There's just like, there's so much to it. You're in outer space, you're actually in the Death Egg, you're climbing it. The music's so weird and choppy and crunchy and grungy to like know that, hey, you're in Eggman's territory, dude. This is not Angel Island. This is not Mushroom Hill. This isn't nature. You're in Eggman's land. You are in his territory. You are about to be brutally punished for following him all the way up here. And he knows it. The soundtrack shows that Eggman knows it. But you get to the top, you fight him, and then with Sonic, if you got the Hyper Emeralds, you fight him in Doomsday Zone with the Master Emerald, the real true final boss. You get back the Master Emerald, Angel Island goes back into the sky, Knuckles gets his Master Emerald back, and there's just that mutual respect now that we see in all the future games. Sonic Heroes, Lost World Generations. We see that, 2 of them, buddy again. I love Knuckles as a rival, but I'm so glad he's more of a mate to Sonic in a respectful kind of way. It's so good. Well, that's going to do it for me. Kind of went through the whole game. The soundtrack, absolutely banging. The gameplay, absolutely phenomenal. The really nailed down the fast pace and the slow pace. But if you can keep going fast, you just keep that kind of, flow state going. And I think Sonic 3 nails that really well. The hidden stuff and the secrets, where to find the hidden rings, the bonus stage, I love it personally. And being able to see the other POV of Knuckles and being able to see the prophecy and come true and that Sonic saved the day, but Knuckles got his work handed out to him too. All coming together. Everyone, saves the day. It's beautiful. For a platformer, a 2D platformer, having that kind of in-depth story and environments, it's phenomenal. Well, thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. I didn't really talk about the chili dogs, but they were so good, Sonic ain't wrong. Chili dogs are goated. With that, I think I'm going to end it here. Considering it's like, hour and a half, 2 hour game, surprised we got 20 minutes out of it, but that's what we do here. My POV. I love Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Personal favorite 2D Sonic game. And I hope this kind of sheds a new light on you and gets a different POV, of course, of how you view Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If not, go back and play it, for sure. Thanks y'all for gaming. Thanks y'all for hanging. Stay chill. And I'll see you all in the next one. Deuces.